tell us a little about Hisab Barabar. What has been so special about this project?
It's a story about how a common man,
आप जानते हैं बैंक पे किसका पैसा है? कॉमन मैन का।
when he is challenged with what his core beliefs are, is capable of creating an uprising that is likely to bring down a dynasty. And when I heard the script, I related to it completely because I wasn't able to understand the messages I was getting from my banks. It was such small amounts that one didn't want to call the bank and find out, least they ridicule you. But it still kind of bothered you because we didn't know. I can assure you that you don't know exactly what amount of money you have in your bank today if I ask you, because the numbers would have changed from morning till afternoon. I think that after seeing this film, they will look at their statements, accounting, and the way they handle and keep their money very differently.
पर अब ये नया इंडिया है सर जी, ये छोड़ेगा नहीं, सबका करेगा हिसाब बराबर।
So, hi Madhavan. Firstly, it's a pleasure having you. I am Amaralisa from Masala, and we'll be having a quick chat about your upcoming movie Hisab Barabar, of course. Hope the New Year's been treating you well.
Yeah, it started off with quite a rocking news from around the world with the plane crashes and the fires in LA and stuff like that. And today, I'd like to hope, pray and hope that my dear friend Saif recovers quickly from the unfortunate incident at his home. So it's been a crazy new year already.
Sure, and now you have your upcoming release, of course. So let's jump into that. Let's jump into that. Tell us a little about Hisab Barabar. What has been so special about this project?
It's a story about how a common man, when he is challenged with what his core beliefs are, is capable of creating an uprising that is likely to bring down a dynasty. And when I heard the script, I related to it completely because I wasn't able to understand the messages I was getting from my banks. It was such small amounts that one didn't want to call the bank and find out, least they ridicule you. But it still kind of bothered you because we didn't know. I can assure you that you don't know exactly what amount of money you have in your bank today if I ask you, because the numbers would have changed from morning till afternoon. And that kind of makes you feel uncomfortable. So we thought we'll bring this to the foray and make sure people get the fear of God when they look at their statements next.
Absolutely, yes. So the internet has been buzzing with great reviews ever since the trailer was launched. Again, the film was premiered at the Indian International Film Festival of India, right? So what have you got to say? What can the audience expect? They've been saying it's a fresh new concept. So what do you have to say?
I think that after seeing this film, they will look at their statements, accounting, and the way they handle and keep their money very differently. There is a saying that all great and successful men in the world, the richest men in the world, always handle their accounts personally. And there's also a saying in English which says, "A fool and his money are soon parted." So I think all these things will come into the foray when they see this film.
Coming to your character, it's a very witty yet a very meticulous character who's very, has a very eye for detail when it comes to calculations. Even the smallest amount, he's very particular about that. So, are you the same in real life, or how is it? Are you very casual about this thing?
I'm actually not good with numbers. I let my wife take care of all the accounting, but I keep a keen eye on what is happening and know what is what the outcome is. But in real life, I wish I was a little more detailed.
So, are you like very specific about your finances, your accounts, your money, or mostly your wife takes care of it?
Well, she takes care of it. I'm very specific about following up.
Right. And what about your son? Is he the same, or I said, are there some things you actually have to feature in it? You have to be specific about these things.
I think there's very little to teach. Kids today come born with those skills, I think. They ridicule us for our, but he also had a few bad experiences. He also got swindled online when he was, buying stuff. And so he's also far more aware right now.
Great, that's good. So again, the film is about these financial scams that are happening which are beyond the understanding of the common man, right? And the film has this common man who's fighting against a con man. So what do you have to say about these scams, and how can, how people need to change their approach when it comes to viewing these things?
They have to be very careful in today's world with AI and other things. We've always seen on social media how people are getting deceived. Not just people, but big banks and financial institutes are getting deceived. into sending
Right.
money to the wrong account. So if they are falling prey to it, then imagine the common man. So we need movies like this and more reels and awareness videos on Instagram to safeguard these people. But the moment you've understood one scam, another one springs up. So it's going to be very exciting future for us.
Right. And I think in the recent months we have a lot of scams coming to light, right? So and now that you've played this common man who's fighting against the system, against these scams, are there some learnings that you personally got from this character that henceforth you need to be aware of?
Yeah, I spoke about this earlier, right? This is exactly it. Like you need to be far more aware and astute about your accounting. You have to be very careful about how your money is being handled and who and where they are being handling it.
Right. So, that was about the film. Now, Martman, there has been a debate of South films and the Hindi films in the recent months, right? Uh, in 2024, we saw a lot of South Indian films doing far more better than the Hindi films. As someone who's worked in the South, who's actively working in the South Indian cinema as well as the Hindi cinema, what, according to you, is the reason for the rise of South Indian cinema? Or why do you feel there's this gap that's
I think South Indian cinema brings in a lot more integrity in their filmmaking. You know, they take their time to make it. It takes a long time to make it. You can see the hard work put in by the directors as well as the actors in the recent films. It's not like Hindi cinema lacks any of that, but sometimes, you need another industry to say, yeah, this is what you need to do for the others to follow. The Hindi film industry was reigning the roost for a while. Now the South Indian actors have come and they started during the COVID. They got appreciated by the North Indian audience because of their content. And if you look at what some big films have done here, for example, Stree and Bhool Bhulaiya, all these have done really, really well. So has Singham. So, but come along Pushpa 2 and that breaks all the records and stuff like that. So, all sorts of films have done well, but I think the era of bombastic, spectacular visual and audio-wise becoming big hits in the screen with good content is back, and everybody needs to work towards trying to make those kind of films now.
right? So, do you think there are some things that Hindi cinema needs to learn? And is this change going to really help Hindi cinema? Are they going to adapt these? Or do you think they're still going to stick to what they were doing?
I think Hindi cinema will pivot. They will not try to repeat what the Tamil guys are doing or the South guys are doing. They'll try to come up with a completely different genre, which they're very good at technologically. They're very advanced. So is the Telugu industry. And Malayalam industry is very strong content-wise and performance-wise. So I think they will amalgamate all that and come out with a completely different genre of films that will work brilliantly across the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now coming to your career, you've been someone who is known to experiment with roles, right? So what is something that you look for in a script or something that you think that, okay, this is what I want to do when you look at a script?
Depending on my emotional and mental state, what is a subscript that engages me and I'm able to relate to it at that time? That's the way I select the script. I don't do it because it's a nice group or a nice team or a nice producer. Am I able to relate to the script or not is the only criteria.
Lovely. So now you've played the protagonist, you played the antagonist in the films, and what do you enjoy most, or what is something you would like to do more?
I like to do films that really work and make an impact to the audience. So far I've been very lucky. I've hardly had any disasters. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Right. So do you enjoy one of them more that or is it challenging to play a antagonist as such or the protagonist?
No, it's definitely challenging to play whichever role in today's world because the younger generation is so cynical. They don't have any respect and awe for you unless you prove that you're smarter than them. So it doesn't matter whether it's a character role, a lead role or a negative role. You have to be ahead of them. Only then will you get the respect.
Definitely. So what is your personal favorite role be till date?
Rocketry.
Okay. And of course, coming to Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein, which re-released, the re-release trend has now come into picture. So what do you have to say about that? How is it going to?
I think it's a season and some flavor of the season. It'll soon pass.
So you don't think this is going to last long?
No, I don't think so.
So is it affecting the newer current films that are coming? The re-release is affecting the films?
A few of them are for a moment, but I don't think they have the ability to. Longevity is not there for those old films. They'll only come for nostalgic value and maybe 2 weeks at best. So they might give a competition to the new releases unless they are completely hopeless. But I don't think this will last for too long.
So Rehna Hai Tele Dil Mein, did you like expect the kind of the response that the re-release got, or were you like,
Not from the Gen Zs. I thought the older people will see it and enjoy the nostalgic factor, but I didn't expect the Gen Zs to go crazy about the movie.
So now there's an entire audience that the movie has
Yeah.
attracted thanks to the reviews. Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming to your future projects, is there any kind of role that or a kind of film that you want to do and you think that has not come across yet and you want to really, you're looking forward to it?
Actually, there are lots of those kind of movies, but this year there are about 4 or 5 releases that I have. So I'm just going to wait patiently for them to release and see how they do before I select what I don't need to do after that.
So any news you'd like to give us here and there about your upcoming releases?
Z will shoot me if I talk about any other film except this one, right?
That was my last question actually.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madhan, for joining us and all the very best.